Don't just stick to one revenue source. I'm making this video because my channel has grown significantly in the last year, and it's mainly been around the print on demand niche, which I'm really happy about because I love print on demand. I think it's a really fun thing to do. However, a lot of people interested in print on demand only seem interested on print on demand, which sparked this video because I want to explain why you should be interested in more than just one topic and why that will help you, especially in the long run, so much more. I thought having this increase of views and subscribers gave me a great platform to explain why having multiple sources of knowledge leads to multiple sources of income, and why that is so much better than focusing solely on one piece of information and one source of income. As well as that, I'm also going to share with you my sources of income at this current point in time. So hopefully by the end, you can decide for yourself what it is you want to do. Do you want to focus on one thing and truly master it? Or do you want to become incredibly proficient in many areas? Have you ever heard the phrase, jack of all trades, master of none? Well, have you ever heard the full phrase? Because it's actually intended to be a compliment. Jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. Which is really interesting because people used to say that to me when I was growing up, and I always thought it was an insult, and they thought it was an insult as well. But actually, it wasn't an insult. So this phrase, formerly meant as a compliment, basically means that the person is a generalist rather than a specialist, which makes them versatile and adept in many different things. So what's better, to be a master of one area or to be knowledgeable in many areas? And this is where I think slightly differently to both sides of the argument, because I believe you could focus on multiple areas and become master of multiple areas rather than just focus on one area and become a master of one area. Now, I'm not saying you can master everything in anything, but I'm saying you can 100% master more than one thing. So I wholeheartedly agree, it definitely makes sense to focus and master one task, but at the same time to also put some attention to another skill or another thing which over time you can master as well. It might take a little longer to master the second one, and then eventually the third one and the fourth one, but the point is there is no reason why you have to just focus on one thing. I mean, there's this whole thing with the 10,000 hours, right? You put 10,000 hours in and you become master of it, right? But there's no reason why during those 10,000 hours you can't also focus on something else. For example, when you read a business book, you don't read that business book over and over and over again until you know it off by heart. No, you'll read it once, you'll read the next one, and then you'll read that one, and then you'll read the next one, and maybe you'll go back and read it again to remember and refresh your memory. But there's no reason why you have to know it off by heart. So the same thing I feel applies to a skill or a trade or something. You can learn a trade to a very high standard, right? And then learn another one, and learn another one, and another one, and even learn multiple at the same time. And I know a lot of people say you can't really split your focus, because as soon as you split your focus, you're immediately not as focused, which I guess you're not, but I don't see why one person can't focus on multiple things. Even if their focus is split, they can still focus on multiple things and still get the same amount of knowledge, maybe not at the same speed or the same rate as someone just focusing on one thing, but at the end of the day, if it takes a little longer to get more knowledge in multiple areas, I would prefer to be in that boat. So why am I making this video now? Why do I think this is relevant for you now? Well, I have this YouTube channel and I talk about a lot of topics. I talk about business, print on demand, Amazon, affiliate marketing, general stuff. I've been talking a lot about the problems with certain businesses now as well. And out of all of these topics, print on demand has clearly been the hottest topic, and a majority of you want to see print on demand videos, which is completely and utterly fine. And if you want to solely build up a print on demand business and focus all your attention on that, that is also absolutely fine. But I would recommend at the same time, try and learn other areas in case print on demand doesn't work, or maybe print on demand does work, but you want another source of income. So just because you are focusing on print on demand now, it doesn't mean you shouldn't want to watch videos in affiliate marketing and, you know, Amazon and YouTube, and not necessarily just from me, but from lots of different YouTubers. I really think it's important to spread yourself a bit, especially in the early days when you're gaining knowledge in so many different areas, to watch videos in so many different areas and find out exactly what it is you want to do. You can still create a huge print-on-demand business, and I don't want to say become a master of print-on-demand because I don't even know if that exists, but really know the skill, know the craft, and know how to make money with print-on-demand. But at the same time, you can also increase your knowledge in other areas. The way I've structured my sources of income make a lot of sense in the fact that I was knowledgeable in certain areas and then I became knowledgeable in other areas, so then I expanded out within those areas and I started making businesses for each individual idea that I was knowledgeable in. So my main sources of income are YouTube, affiliate marketing, Amazon FBA, course creation, so consulting and business help, and finally photography. Now, do you see how print on demand wasn't on that list? And that's because print on demand is not my main source of income. And that's quite interesting in of itself, right? That says a lot about the print on demand industry. And I've actually got a video coming out, hopefully this week, but potentially next week, about why print on demand isn't my main source of income and what my plan is with print on demand moving forward. Now, besides these 6 streams of income, I have done a lot more, and I actually want to create a video going over all of my streams of income since I was 18 years old, so my 8 years of adult work life, and break down exactly how much I've made in each individual source. So if that's something you want to see, then let me know in the comments down below. I've been fighting with myself whether or not I want to make that video, just because it's very personal and there's a lot of different numbers and it's basically everything I've made since I was 18. So I've never really made it, but if that's something you want to see, let me know in the comments down below and maybe it will give me a bit of a kick up the backside to go and make it. So I just want to quickly stress, by no means do I think that I have mastered those 6 streams of income. I do not think that for a second. I'm still learning new things every single day, but I feel like I've learnt enough in those areas to start making money with it, and now I can continue to increase my knowledge in those areas to make more money with it. So let's break down that list. On that list, I had photography. Now, photography is something I've been doing for over 10 years. I started in high school. I did weddings with my brother. I did little jobs here and there. I studied it in school. And since then, I've done various different jobs. And now I treat it as a side hustle. I mainly focus on product photography when a job comes about. And that's how I kind of do photography. So again, I don't think I'm a master in photography, but I feel like the experience I've had with it over the last 10 years has enabled me to know enough to impress someone, or know more than someone else who might need these expertise in their business or in their life. My second stream of income is Amazon FBA, and that started 5 years ago when me and my brother took a mammoth course that cost us $4,000. And again, by no means do I think I've mastered Amazon, but I think I've learned enough on Amazon to not only create my business, but to also help others create their businesses. And I mean, that's proven in the fact that we have all of these students that make good money with their Amazon business. So I just think, no, I don't think I've mastered it, but I think I know enough to, like I said, help others and also increase my own business. But at the same time, I'm continuously learning more about Amazon, taking various courses myself, watching YouTube videos. And this led to my consulting and my Amazon coaching business. And a lot of people ask me, why do I need both? If you're making so much money with one, why do you need the other? And the truth is, I love this idea of creating videos, helping and teaching. And I'm sure you can realize that considering I've been doing YouTube for so long. And another thing is, it's always good to have more sources of income. So just because I'm making money with Amazon, it doesn't mean I don't want to make money in other areas, because let's say Amazon slows down, or the print on demand slows down, or photography slows down, or course consulting slows down, or something slows down. It's always nice to have other sources of income that are keeping you afloat and making sure you can survive. A newer addition to this list is YouTube, and YouTube was never a money-making business for me, and it never really did make money for at least the first 4 years. Only recently has it started making money, and even now, it's still not a money-making business for me. I just truly enjoy it, and I probably spend the majority of my time creating these videos, planning these videos, researching these videos for you, and that's not because, like I said, that's not because it makes the most amount of money. It's just because I enjoy it the most, and I'm a true believer of doing something you enjoy like really enjoy, and I absolutely love creating these YouTube videos, which is why I created a second channel around tech, because I love tech and I love creating cool, quirky, interesting videos, which is why I do that on the tech channel and I do business help on this channel. Affiliate marketing is also a new addition to that list, and that's through YouTube mainly, but also through blogs, through my website, through Instagram, through articles, through different areas. And the reason why I love affiliate marketing as well as YouTube, they're both in my top 2 businesses that I enjoy the most. And the reason for that is I love it when I watch someone else talk about a tool, recommend it, and then I implement it into my life and I see the change it makes. For example, the tool Notion, right? I watched Ali Abdul make a video about Notion. Since then, I've implemented it into my life and my business, and it has drastically changed everything. I manage everything on Notion now, and I feel like that is just such a nice feeling for me to be able to tell you about a tool. Let's say it's Notion or Placeit or Vexels or whatever it is, tell you about a tool that I feel could genuinely change the way you do business, maybe your life, maybe your financial situation, your income situation, all of these different things. And I just love being able to introduce people to new tools they never heard of before. And that is why affiliate marketing is also so high up on that list. So when it does come to multiple sources of income, I do agree you should focus on one so that you can start making money, and then add another, and then add another, and then add another. Don't focus on 10 at the same time, right? Don't try and do everything at once. There's nothing wrong with focusing on one whilst learning the other, right? And that way you can turn all of them into multiple sources of income. I know this was a slightly different video to probably what you were expecting or what you're used to on this channel. And this is just another way of me saying, I'm trying to broaden out with this YouTube channel. I'm trying to bring you more information rather than just on one business, but on many different businesses. So hopefully you can broaden your horizon and add lots of different sources of income to your business belt. And again, let me know in the comments if you want me to create that video where I break down all of my sources of income and how much they were and what they were over the last 8 years. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.